Well, good morning, folks, and welcome to a beautiful but very, very windy morning here on the farm. In fact, I hardly got any sleep last night because it was so loud inside our house from just this 100-mile-an-hour wind blowing. Anyways, I came out here first thing this morning. I'm in the lambing shelter right now, as you can probably tell. And wouldn't you know it, we got two baby lambs. So Edith here, she's one of our yearling ewes. She came out of Mavis. Mavis is one of our original ewes, actually. And so this is her first set of lambs. So she had one boy, one girl, and beautiful piebald Suffolk Dorset cross lambs. They're a little bit smaller. I think they're about six and a half to 7 pounds. But they're both up and healthy looking. Ears are up. They both had a drink. So we're looking pretty good. Charlotte, are you going to check the sheep?
Yeah.
Good girl. All right, so we are back in the brooder here now and just checking on the little chicks. Looks like night number one was successful. I was a bit concerned with how windy it was. Whether or not it would get cool in here, but a well-insulated chicken coop, there's a lot of value in it for sure because everybody had a fantastic night. So that's a win. So one thing that we have to do here, maybe not today, but definitely in the very near future, is catch the rams and move them down to the square pen for the summer. As I mentioned in an earlier video, the grass is growing really well down there, and we've actually had the bulls in there, and they chewed off quite a bit, but it's regrowing very, very quickly, and the stuff up behind the shop here isn't growing super fast, so I want to give it a bit of a rest. So we've got a bit of a grain, and our mobile chicken coop, which we also use as a trailer to move sheep, and we're going to see if we can't lure those boys into the trailer and get them moved down. You're a chicken whisperer? Dump the rest out. Good job. Let's go get the cows. Come on, bullies. Come get some grain. How are you doing this morning, Fredo? You guys ready for some breakfast? Yeah? Okay. Come on, fellas. Look, there's all kinds of breakfast in there for you. So right now what we're doing, we know these bulls are going to head back to Rio Grande in a couple of weeks. So that's why I'm kind of training them to come into the alleyway and into the corral here so that the day it comes time to move them, there'll be no shenanigans. It'll just be come into the corrals, get a little bit of grain treats, and then down and out the chute and into the trailer, and away they go. All right, so I brought you down to the very south end of the farm. We have this beautiful forested section here that we would like to open up a little bit more to access for the cows, because as you can see in some areas it is quite overgrown and inaccessible. But I just wanted to show you the magic of nature and how it works. There's a lot of evergreens in here, but there's also a lot of deciduous trees, and so we get this beautiful mulch layer of leaves. So then if we just peel this back a little bit, you can look at how it breaks down the soil. Look at this beautiful black soil, very rich, carbon rich. Look at that. That's just, I mean, I wish our garden soil looked like that. Talk about black soil, like, my goodness. This is just, and this is absolutely no intervention whatsoever by humans. This is all just nature, right? This is just leaf mold breaking down, earthworms. Absolutely fantastic. So on our journey to the forest here, a lot of the farm, and when it comes to the forested area, is areas that we haven't explored because it is so dense and hard to get through. So every once in a while I'll come down, I'll try and take a walk through a new area and see what it looks like. And every once in a while we'll find a piece of treasure. So today's treasure, well, some people might not find it as treasure, but I thought it was really interesting anyways. We found a beaver skull. Look at those teeth, man, oh man. Just laying here in the forest. Like it was actually just right over here. So long way from his lodge, I think. But anyways, thought that was pretty cool. So not too far from the beaver skull, I also found a coyote skull. Pretty cool. Look at them teeth, man, oh man. But missing some on this side. So that really leaves me with no choice but to assume that there was an epic battle, fight to the death between this coyote and the beaver, subsequently leading to a mutual demise and leaving us some treasure behind. So here's a side-by-side comparison of the two. And so I think, based on skull size, I think that'd be a pretty even matchup. I would be interested to know if these two were to actually get into a fight to the death, who would come out on top of this? I'm thinking that the coyote is definitely more agile, but the teeth on those front incisor teeth on that beaver, man, if it ever got a hold of you, would you ever have a bad day?
I can eat cow.
You eating cow? I thought you were eating Peppa Pig.
I can eat Peppa Pig.
Is it yummy?
No, Mama.
It's not very yummy. So the wind's died down a bit and the sun's kind of come out right now. We've had a few rain showers this morning, but while the sun's shining, Charlotte's down for a sleep. We're gonna fire up the old yellow tractor here, see if we can't move some big rocks into Carmen's rock garden. This thing's an old workhorse, I tell you. My grandpa had the exact same tractor. It's like a 1970s era Massey Ferguson 40 industrial, so I don't know, there's more nostalgia in it than sentiment, but let's see if she fires up. Well, it looks like the old girl fired up just fine, so that's fantastic. While we're waiting for that thing to warm up, I just thought I would show you. We may not get that much landscaping done today. We got some pretty wicked storms just coming through. I'm kind of hoping that drives away off to the southeast. It doesn't come and interrupt the farm too much. Thought we might actually get away without getting any rain, but and we did for quite a while. There was 4 or 5 that went over, and here we are now. It's just bucketing down. We got about 5 rocks placed and we're drenched, so even a little bit of hail. Such is life. You can't beat a good April shower in May. Anyways, on that note, I think it's time for a cup of tea, so I'll let you go for now. I hope you have a fantastic afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow.